guten Tag, hallo, YouTube, ne, und herzlich willkommen zum heutigen Stream auf meinem Kanal. Und zwar werde ich jetzt, wie ihr es schon sehen könnt, werde ich Batman weiterspielen. Ich hoffe, man hört nicht meinen Ventilator. Ja, ist ein bisschen warm hier drinnen, deswegen brauche ich den Ventilator. Ne, ich musste kurz noch die Cam einstellen. Sehe ich gerade. Ne? Die passt mir gerade nicht. Aber dann könnten wir eigentlich schon loslegen. Dann mache ich auch hier ein bisschen, hoppala, die Cam ein bisschen kleiner. Ne, so, das ist ausgeglichen. Ich glaube, hier geht, nein, höher geht nicht. Und dann könnten wir starten. Loslegen mit Batman. Ich hoffe, ja, man sieht alles, man hört alles. Und dann, wie gesagt, ja, geht es los mit Episode 2. Ja, ja, mit Episode 2. Was sich darunter verbirgt. Ich denke, wir schaffen heute noch Episode 2. Ja, dann, ja, mal gucken, wie lang wir heute spielen werden, streamen werden. Aber wie gesagt, hofft nicht allzu viel. Ich denke, wir schaffen heute noch Folge 2. Ne? Ja. Aber dann werden wir das sehen. Aber ich denke mal, wie gesagt, wir schaffen heute noch Folge 2. Plant das mal ein. Ne? Und dann werden wir, ja, Folge 2 oder Episode 2, was sich darunter verbirgt. Dann sage ich noch Film ab. Oder gesagt, Episode ab. Viel Spaß beim Zuschauen. Ne? Und ja, ich denke mal, auch die 10 werden kommen, was vorher geschah bei der ersten Episode. Ne? Wenn ihr die nicht gesehen habt, dann empfehle ich das euch, bevor ihr hier reinkommt. Oder man sieht das auch jetzt, glaube ich, einen kurzen Abschnitt. Ne? Ich halte jetzt meine Fresse, meinen Mund und ich blende mich dann ein, sobald wir den Charakter steuern können. Also Batman. Oder eher gesagt Bruce Wayne. Ihr wisst, wen ich meine.
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Mori, I will continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves. You shouldn't see me as an adversary. I can see I have your attention. Good. We have a lot to discuss. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? your public persona could be a great help to us here.
Rampenlicht,
Maybe even as much as
Sie
Batman
glauben,
in
ich
certain
arbeite für Sie?
situations.
Vielleicht
I
das?
understand. You think I work for you.
You're not working for me. We're working together. After all, we both want the same thing. Am I right?
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you. Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
Ja, da oder so mit fängt Episode 2 an, glaube ich. Ja, oder so ähnlich. Aber so welche Szene oder Szenen kenne ich aus dem ersten Batman, ja? Aus der ersten Batman, also aus der ersten Staffel von Batman, ja? Also das Lagerhaus, so ähnlich, glaube ich. Also ich glaube, ich weiß nicht.
Shut it. You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. I'll live your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your
Batman
neck.
und
We'll keep part in your mouth and maybe I'll splatter you all over the wall.
Schwitzkasten.
You got no use for a talking leech.
Machen Kasten, oder? Jawohl. Perfekt. Ja, Batman ist hier, zur Hilfe.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one. He made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to. I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Ja, dafür bin ich doch da. Okay.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
Schläger entwaffnen, von oben fallen lassen. Ja, von oben fallen lassen, oder? Mal sagen. Hier bin ich. Ah. Oh. Jawohl. Weg mit dir. Oh. Da muss ich ausweichen. Oh. Ja, gut.
Who are you?
A nightmare, much like yourself. But you can call me Bane.
Bane? Okay.
A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone.
Glaube ich nicht, dass ich allein sterben werde. Oder überhaupt sterben werde. Ja, wir sehen, Bane einen Uppercut verpassten Schläger an. Jawohl. So läuft der Hase hier, ne? Nicht anders. Komm.
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead. He's dead.
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison.
Schläger. Jawohl. Hier, passt das Spielzeug.
Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
Okay. Ganz viele Wrestling-Moves hier, ne?
I will give you a piece for death. If you take it. This pain you're feeling, but
das schaut nicht gut aus für uns. Das schaut gar nicht gut aus. Ja. Okay.
You all right, boss? Did you get him?
there is nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll take the back way by the docks.
Safe travels, my friends.
Ich hoffe mal, das ist problemlos. Hängt er auch fest? Ich glaube, der lebt nicht mehr. Gordon anrufen. Gordon. Wir bleiben bei Gordon. Ja.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Jim. Help. Hang in there. Help is on the way.
Und jetzt. So fängt dann die Episode oder auch die Folge 2 von Batman an.
Batman!
Ja, viel Spaß.
Batman! Say something if you can hear me.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman. Come on, help me.
It won't move!
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
Müssen wir mithelfen. Mitpushen.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Holy shit, würde ich mal sagen. Ne? Holy shit. Sag,
The mechanic.
ich hoffe mal irgendwann Ventilator nicht, aber ich glaube, den hat nicht.
He didn't make it. Damn it. He saved my life.
Batman?
It's okay, Jim. I just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs.
Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. You better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Bane sent his men to hide the weapons. Leave Bane to me.
Give us a second, will you?
Ich weiß, Gordon ist damit nicht einverstanden, aber ich glaube, das ist die beste
I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm.
Ich weiß,
you and me, we're nothing like her.
Ich werde immer auf sie
We're men of
aufpassen.
principle, who still believe in the letter of the law.
To hell with Waller. This is our city, and we're not going to let her take it from us.
I'm lucky to have you on my side. Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
Right on time. I'll get to the Batcave. See if I can make some sense of what happened tonight.
Gibt's doch nicht. Naja, egal. Ja, nicht egal.
What happened?
Was
I was at the
passiert?
scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Ich muss los.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life.
Da bist du wieder
I
da.
wouldn't be here
Gern
without you.
geschehen. Ich mache nur meine Arbeit, gern geschehen. Ich würde sagen,
It's
ich
the
mache nur
job.
meine Arbeit.
It's what I do.
You can dismiss it if you want, but I won't. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt.
Ich weiß, also,
Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
Ich weiß nicht. Ich bleib lieb
Alfred,
bei Gordon bleiben.
prep the medbay.
Also,
We're going to need it.
ne? Und so fängt Episode 2 an. Das, was sich darunter verbirgt. Oder so ähnlich. Tut mir leid, ich habe ein schwarzes Gehirn. Gedächtnis. Ja, auch wenn das ja gerade stand. Ja.
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow? We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough, now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Trying to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Bane is running free out there. He's just getting started.
That's what frightens me, Bruce. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks, Al. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the sane person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Sehe die Ergebnisse der Verbrecherwelle. Maklerbüro von Gotham.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents
Schöne
unknown.
Halle Quinn.
Over a dozen dead.
Quinn.
And even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed
Oder
in.
so. Holländer.
That's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as
Ja,
insane
aber
and
sie
gruesome as he was.
durchknallt, na, aber
Perhaps even
das ist
more.
ihr Stil und
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone.
ich feiere es.
All that carnage. All by herself. Gothcorp Labs, genetic
Gotham
research
Corp
facility.
Labor.
Where do we even start with this?
Wie sollen wir anfangen?
I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Geheimnisvoller Verdacht.
Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Alle Zeugen sind tot. Gotham Media Feed. Hier, ich werde das jetzt nicht vorlesen. Ihr könnt gerne hier Pause machen. Jetzt im Stream ja sowieso nicht. Ja, trotz einiger heftiger Kritik, also steht als Überschrift: Gotham Media Feed. Bürger von Gotham unterstützen Zusammenarbeit von GCPD und Batman von Julia Martins. Trotz einiger heftiger Kritik seitens gewählter Amtsträger stößt die Zusammenarbeit des Polizeipräsidiums von Gotham City mit dem maskierten Ordnungshüter namens Batman nach wie vor auf breite Zustimmung unter der Stadtbevölkerung. Das Verbrechen innerhalb der Stadtgrenze Gothams ist im Vergleich zum Vorjahr durch die Bank gesunken und Gewaltverbrechen steht auf einem Rekordtief. Einige Mitglieder des Stadtrats haben Bedenken zu Batmans geheimer Identität und seinem Handeln außerhalb des Gesetzes geäußert, was jedoch die öffentliche Meinung nicht zu beeinträchtigen scheint. Es ist mir egal, wer er ist. Was zählt, ist, dass er die Stadt sicher macht. Das stimmt auch. Ne? Sagt der Lebensmittelhändler Wayne Barton, dessen Verkaufszahlen nach Einbruch der Dunkelheit in den letzten Monaten um 50% gestiegen sind. Ratsmitglieder Gail Wish ist verständnisvoll gegenüber Geschäftsinhaber wie Barton, aber sie bleibt dabei. Bis wir wissen, wer dieser Batman ist, glaube ich, dass wir nie wirklich sicher sein können. Ja, ich glaube, das hatten wir das schon in der ersten Folge. Ja, boah, das ist ein langer Text, wie gesagt. Ich glaube, das ist alles noch in der ersten Folge auch dabei. Hier Codex, ne?
Guns, money, biotech.
Waffengeld,
What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but
you're
in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them would be suicide in your current condition.
Of course I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
Waller might have been right. Some problems might be better solved by Bruce Wayne. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about all this.
It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime.
Ich bin schnell wieder raus. Sie wollen Wayne.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm not planning to stick around for long. Just enough for me to figure out their plan.
Yes, and then what?
I'll improvise. So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
Weil bevor Riddler gestorben ist, hat er gesagt, er hat irgendwie mit jemandem zusammengearbeitet oder irgendjemand hat ihn gewarnt oder so ähnlich. Was gewesen, dass er weißes Gesicht hatte oder hat. Ja. Der einzige, der ein weißes Gesicht hat, ist natürlich Joker.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Keine Chance. Genau. Ja, und dann treffen wir uns mal mit Joker in Stack a Deck. Okay.
Batman? I'll tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay. It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
It feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of sh... Oh, I am...
Say that to my face. Come on, out with it.
Well, I'll say what I want. John says this is a safe space.
Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Hey, John! What about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress. I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham.
Ja, Joker ist sowieso... Ja, der hat irgendwie... Ne, man sieht das ja, ne?
Really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am
However,
I?
sources
Who
inside the
am I?
GCPD say
You're a
he was
rotting,
murdered, and that the
stinking
killer is
corpse.
still at
That's
large.
who you are.
Ja, man sieht das auch an seiner
Did you have
Lache,
anything
ne?
to do with the Riddler's death?
Dann lassen wir das mal.
Hated the guy, but geez, Bruce, you really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
No, of course not. I mean, I know you hated him, but, you know, killer. What was I thinking?
I know what you were thinking. But hey, no harm done. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word. I pinky swear.
Wir brauchen die Eintrittskarte. Wir brauchen die Eintrittskarte.
Pinky swear.
Friends for life. Alright, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine. I don't like your face. I think you're bothering my friend John.
Ach, musst du anfangen? Geh mir aus dem Weg.
Stay out of this, Willie. I'm talking to John, not you.
It looks like I better teach your pal here some manners.
Oh.
Shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake. And it's gonna be your last mistake. Kiss your ass goodbye!
Perfekt. So, läuft das hier. Ne? Müssen noch irgendwas sagen?
Lovely violence.
What the hell are you doing to my bar?
Willie had a problem, and we took care of it.
Is he dead?
I said we took care of it.
Nee, der ist nicht tot.
All right, freak show. I'm calling the
Come on. Better get out of here.
Hey, handsome. Buy me a drink before you go?
You're following me?
Waller just wants to remind you. Stay on the clown and get to Bane. Whatever happens, keep your eye on the prize. Bruce?
Warum?
Be careful.
Ja,
That was fantastic!
Ja.
Cool! They're expecting you.
Wer erwartet mich?
Bruce, one more thing. You can't tell anyone this.
Ja, ich weiß.
This is big. Huge.
Ja, ich weiß.
I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling. At first, I thought I had some kind of disease.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me your name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but
Oh ja.
If you could
Stimmt,
please
ja, ja.
help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Die hat ja eine Liebe gefunden, sozusagen, ne? Harley Quinn.
Almost
Ja, Quinn.
got it.
Hat er jetzt einen Harley.
Thought I had it. Here,
Harley.
give me a hand with this, will you?
Ich glaube, ihr wisst, wen
Pretty
ich
sure
meine.
this is how you get this thing started. Come on, come on, come on.
Look, you're doing it wrong. Red's the battery, yellow's the starter. Spark one on the other.
You are literally my hero, Bruce. I mean, wow.
Ich fühle mich geschmeichelt.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle.
Da ist sie.
I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright. That's a pretty good reason. I like a guy who's good with his hands. I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. Well, let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn.
Ja,
Isn't she a hoot?
Ja.
I knew you guys would hit it off.
Sure. I can see the funny side.
See, I told you. Bruce is a good sport.
Puddin' here says you're chomping at the bit to meet us. I want to get an idea why. What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
Well, when you have as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement, huh? Mr. Silver Spoon needs some new toys?
You should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
I got it.
Und jetzt mal ehrlich.
Poor John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He thinks the world of you. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch. Raises all kinds of questions.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old Puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
John vouched for me, didn't he? That's gotta count for something.
John's easily impressed. Just so you know, Mr. Moneybags, I ain't. You're gonna have to earn my respect. And it's gonna take a lot more than that $1 billion smile. Oh, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go.
Dann wollen wir mal.
What were you guys talking about?
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Pud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
You just made my day, Bruce! I want you to know, the feeling's mutual.
Oh my god! That is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that.
Lutsch.
I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver. Come on, put your lips on it. I ain't got cooties. Cross my heart.
No,
Machen wir mal.
Suit yourself. I'ma pretend I ain't offended.
I'll try some.
Oh, ich hab das verwechselt. Tut mir leid.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe I'll even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump? Will you bring me the shiny things I ask for?
You don't have to worry. I promise. I'll take care of it.
So glad to hear it. Maybe you are my kind of guy.
Well, then, let's get moving. No time like the present.
You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
Scheiße. Ja. Ja. Ja.
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack. So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
Would you believe it? I left my wallet in my office.
Oh, I've been there, sir. You're all set, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, this is private property.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone. Going up, Brucey. You do know how an elevator works, don't you?
Ich weiß aber schon,
I might have
dass
pegged you wrong.
da eine Kamera war.
Good boy. As long as you keep up this good behavior. Give me a hard time. I might have to go back and finish the job.
Yeah, he wasn't a very good guard anyway. I mean, isn't he supposed to keep people out? Maybe getting knocked out will teach him a lesson.
Don't do that again.
How cute. He thinks he's the one giving the orders. Listen, sugar. Don't ever tell me what I can and can't do.
Bruce is a real man of substance, Harley. It's in his blood.
Thought you were gonna wait in the car.
Now, Harley figured you'd want some company.
Didn't want you to have to do this all by your lonesome. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Mr. Moneybags?
Of course. Glad you could join me. Welcome to Wayne Enterprises.
Thanks, sugar. All this is yours, huh?
Kind of blur. Our place has way more personality. I have to say, Bruce, it's exhilarating to walk these hallowed halls with you. This is where the wheeling and dealing happens. The power plays, the boardroom scuffles. I can feel all that toxic energy in the walls. You think I could run a place like this one day? Like you, Bruce? I think I'd get quite a kick out of being CEO.
If you keep your head down, work really hard, yeah, why not?
Oh yeah, you worked real hard. You had a rich pops who stole everything not nailed down.
Oh, come on, Harley. Bruce's father worked really hard at taking other people's money. You gotta give him credit for that.
Hey, pull it together, Puds. All that slushy you drink has got you.
Hello, guten Tag.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And these are... to whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
They're fashion consultants. I figured it's time I try out a new look.
Yeah.
Not just Bruce. We're gonna revamp this whole place. Dress everyone in snazzy uniforms.
Oh. Well, no one ran this by me.
Just think, you could come into work on Monday dressed just like me.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
You gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here? Your worker bees just mouth off whenever they want?
I'm sorry, Harley. It won't happen again.
That's for damn sure.
There's no need for that. I already said it won't happen again.
We'll talk about this later, Bruce.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation. The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you can do with those hands? We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Sag einfach das Wort.
Anywhere. Just say the word.
Oh boy. It is getting hot in here.
No. That's not what we're doing here. We've got a job to do.
We'll get to
Aber
it,
das
Bud.
wollen wir.
Don't
Wollen
get your
Joker.
panties
Versuch dich mal. Jetzt sind wir aber auf der anderen Seite den Joker, ne? Ja, jetzt drehen wir das mal um.
Wait here, I'll be right back with you.
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic. Tick-tock. What's the holdup? Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
I present to you our secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? No, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required Lucius Fox. That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's
Wir wissen, wer da
Blown
drunter
up
war.
with the rest of him, didn't it?
Ich hab schon eine Vermutung.
Dumb luck.
Die Tochter.
You're saying we can't get it open then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Scanne das Labor nach Daumenabdrücken. Wie gesagt, ich denke mal schon, dass die Tochter vom Lieben da drunter war und das Passwort oder
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first day at Wayne Enterprises.
Ja, Tiffany. Ja,
Sorry you didn't make it there,
war hier
Lucius.
und hat das natürlich geändert, denke ich mal.
All right, that's a start.
Das ist meine... Okay. Scannen. Nichts.
Getting there. Just a bunch of old reports. Need to remember to clean out some of this junk. Not a single usable print. One more partial print should do it.
Wollen wir nicht
Get that door open
Fingerabdruck?
post haste.
Oder? Oder?
There we go.
Oh, geht doch. Oh.
Okay, this will work.
Krass, das hat ja,
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell them what it does.
Das genau, was es ist.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Ja, ich weiß, dass du gestört bist, ne? Aber das lassen wir lieber, ne? Doch. Doch von Lucio.
Even now, still finding
Ich
ways
dachte,
to
das
help
wäre
me.
von seiner Tochter. Von Tiffany.
Stay there. Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want,
der
Brucey
Fingerabdruck
boy.
gewesen.
You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
Ja, ja, immer mit der Ruhe. Ja. Die kommen hier rein.
Looking for this?
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
You're not safe here. You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it. I came looking for answers, but I didn't expect this.
Bruce.
These people you're with. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, no need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here. What am I supposed to tell her?
Just act natural.
Natural?
Yes.
Ja, normal.
Natural. Acting normal. There's nothing wrong.
Normality is a social construct, Bruce. It's a way of exerting control over the other.
He means keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I don't like lying to Harley, but I'll do it for you, Bruce. What I really need is the phalanx key. You give me that, I can go out there and, you know, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding, Bruce. You can't give these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. We're all on the same side, remember?
I don't like it any more than you do, Tiffany. But this is the only way to walk away safely. Trust me, it's the right thing to do.
It's a little too late for that.
Oh, well.
Ah!
Ah! Tiffany!
Well, how about that? Looks like Brucey Boy's got more than just technology in his vault. Keeps his little squeezes down here, too.
Just let her go, Harley.
I don't think I will. Not without knowing who this vicious little sweetie pie is. I kinda like her, but I don't know whether to smooch her or smash her head in.
We grew up together. You could say she's family.
You're no family of mine.
Oof, Bruce. Your friend seems a little hot under the collar.
Gut, ich hab... Na gut gemeint.
She certainly has your fire, Bruce. Or should I say, your spark.
You people killed my dad, didn't you? He crashed my father's funeral. And now you're here raiding his lab.
I whacked a bunch of people in my time, sugar. But I don't think your old man's on my list. Then again, I sometimes lose track of the names.
I can't believe you'd associate with these maniacs! These killers!
Oh, sweetheart. Mr. Suit and Tie ain't just an associate. He's a bad, bad man. He wants to be one of us. Ain't that right, Brucey? Came to us because you got bored of being a billionaire. Now you want to be part of the family, don't ya?
Yeah, that's right. I'm with you. Birds of a feather and all that.
Oh, Bruce, I'm tearing up. You can be a real heartbreaker when you turn on the charm. Let it go. Bruce will keep her quiet, one way or another, now that he's part of the family.
Harley, look what I found. It was just sitting up in that vault.
Oh, that's great, Pud. You get a cookie, too. It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
Load that thing up too, John. I need it. Hurry it up.
Braucht die wirklich, ja, ja. Ja,
Bruce! Are you all right?
Ja.
I'm fine, Alfred.
Schwierig, ne?
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
Yeah.
My heart stopped when I saw that mad woman coming at Tiffany. I don't blame you for saying you were one of them. It made sense to placate them, even if it meant breaking Tiffany's heart.
Yeah.
That young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her? You know what she's like.
Das weiß ich.
She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her.
I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Ich werde so ehrlich sein, wie ich kann.
I'll be as honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good.
With regards to tonight's other catastrophes...
Ja, anders kann ich...
Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry. He'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation.
And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your fashion consultant's cover story is going to cause more problems.
Yeah.
She seemed to be thoroughly unsettled after your encounter.
After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her.
It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
Fix it now, Alfred. Whatever you have to do. Just... I don't have time to worry about it.
Yes, of course, I'll figure something out. Bruce.
I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting. Well, be careful and good luck.
Batman wird gerufen. Batman kommt. Ja. Okay.
Bat signal. Rooftop briefing. Almost feels like the good old days.
If you mean the city's crawling with masked lunatics and I'm not the commissioner, you're not far off the mark.
That's not what I meant. Waller told me.
Everything's got to go through her office now. Demotion's still tied up in paperwork. For once, the bureaucracy is working in my favor. Here. You're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
People are traumatized every day, Jim. Most find a way of dealing with it without having to bash people with a hammer.
I guess you're right.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
Jim, live to fight another day. But for now, listen to her.
Listening's the easy part. The hard part's tuning her out.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back.
I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Sie weiß noch wer.
I don't
also,
want to hear it.
Gordon weiß ja nicht, dass wir Bruce Wayne sind. Ne?
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out.
Nur, dass wir Batman sind.
I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
You didn't choose this profession because it's easy. You do the job, or you don't.
You're absolutely right. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know. Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city.
Does she know who I really am?
Who do you think told me who you are? For the world's greatest detective, you sure can be slow. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
A vote of confidence. I'm touched, Waller.
Credit where credit's due. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
Whatever I have to do to put these scum away, I'm sure I'll get over it.
That's the spirit.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
All right. Here we go.
Old 5 points.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home. The end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Whoopsie.
What the hell?
John! Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
Yeah.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
Ach so, warte. Das. Und so. Nee, doch nicht. Das muss so. Das geht aus. Ich weiß die Kombination nicht. Ist doch richtig so. Steht grün, grün. Warum ist das wieder rot? Ach so, geht weiter, okay. Dann wollen wir rot, grün, rot, rot und rot. Ja. War doch easy, einfach, ja.
Well, at least we know that it works.
Ja. Warum guckt er mich so an?
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Ja, und was wollen wir da machen?
Listen, Bruce.
Ja.
I just want to clear the air a little. You showed me you were loyal back at your office. Did everything I asked, despite all the trouble I gave you. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say, I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it.
I'll be honest, Harley, I wasn't sure what to make of you. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, but don't push your luck. You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg, Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy.
Ja,
you
im
though,
Kopf, ne?
You got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns. I want you to come with.
I'm in. Just tell me what to do.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Okay.
All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
Es tut mir leid wegen, ich glaube, Bane mag mich nicht.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Es tut, also was ist die Geschichte mit der Freeze?
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery?
Yeah.
Accident in the lab.
Oh.
Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
Das ist krank.
That's sick. And just wrong.
That's the thing about Freeze. He don't see wrong or right no more. All he sees is his blessed Nora. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
Listen, I know about your father.
about how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Nein, ich dachte, du würdest darüber reden. Ich wollte dich nicht. Ich habe auch meine Eltern verloren.
Look, I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story. Okay. Don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can of potential business partners.
A background check? I guess that's only fair.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
Ja, aber sie passt auf jeden Fall zu Joker. Der Joker ist und die ist auch so, ja, schwierig zu sagen. Ja, ja. Gut. So. Müsste ich gleich kurz Pause einlegen. Ne? Freeze. Den kann man gar nicht mehr helfen. Ne? Also das ist ja...
I heard about your wife, and Hear me out. I might be able to help.
What do you mean? You'll answer me if you're smart and understand the concept of self-preservation.
You can't go on forever like this. A fugitive caring for a terminally ill loved one? It's just not feasible.
What the hell do you know about it?
What if you get caught? Sent to prison. What happens to your wife then?
What do you propose?
Ja, sie hilft mir.
I own technology companies, Victor. Big ones. You could house and protect her. Continue your research to cure her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Oh, I'm not doing it for nothing. I expect a full return on my investment.
Practical. I respect that. I'll talk to Bane. Make sure he thinks you're on the level.
You have my word.
I may have misjudged you.
Any tips on handling Bane?
I don't know. Go talk to him. Good luck.
Ich soll mit ihm reden. Ja. Ja.
What are they planning to do? I don't have time to sort through all this. Not with them watching me.
Okay, dann wollen wir zu Bane. Ja.
I was hoping to get another chance to speak with you.
Thirsty work. My throat is dry. Fetch, Wayne.
Ich bräuchte Alkohol, Bier. Das bräuchte ich. Wo komme ich denn sowas her? Schon Club betreten. Okay.
Hey, buddy! It's always so good to see you.
good.
Always good to see you, John.
I've been wanting to say, Bruce, thanks for helping me out before, and your office making me look good.
Actually thought you'd be mad about what happened before at Wayne Enterprises. You know, Harley really seemed to be...
Not at all. Harley and I talked and talked about how lame you are. It was by far the longest we've ever talked without her losing interest. It was great. I should have known right when we pinky sweared that everything would work out great.
Harley wants me to try to get in good with Bane and Freeze.
I think you're well on your way to doing just that. And I've been doing, you know, what I can to help, too. You didn't catch it? When it looked like Bane might kill you, I set off that EMP, you know, as a distraction. Thought it might give you a chance to show off your technical skills in front of Freeze. That's the only thing I think he really respects.
Wow, then I owe you my life, John.
It's what pals do. I know you'd do the same for me. And wouldn't you know it, you nailed it. You already know I like you, Bruce. You better get cracking on getting those other guys to like you, too. Because I don't want to have to watch what happens if they don't.
Ja, wenn der noch ein Bier übrig hat, dann ja, ne?
Think she really brightens up the room. 1,000-watt face.
How'd you two meet?
Same way you and I met. In Arkham. She found me at a dark time and gave me a reason to live out here and experience all this. I don't see how we aren't destined to be together. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Priska.
Bane loves that beer. I bought some for when I need to talk to him. He's scarier than anybody in Arkham.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did you have one here?
Oh, that spot was for Batman.
You like Batman?
What's not to like? I only saw him for a second in Arkham, but... Oh man, I'd love to see him again.
Ja, dann geben wir mal Bane ein Bierchen, ne?
Just thought you looked thirsty.
Please, come. Riddler, he bombed your building and killed your friend. Someone did that to me. I'd bomb their building, kill their friend. As Riddler's friend, I have to know. Are you here for payback? Did you come for revenge? Answer me, or I will break you in half.
The payback I want is with the agency. They wronged me, and now I want to make it right. I'm sure you understand.
Riddler studied this Waller woman.
Yeah.
Profiled her. She is arrogant, presumptuous, and she won't see what we have planned coming. If you want to get back at the agency, we at least have that in common. In this line of work, one cannot be too careful. Trust has been the hardest thing to find, especially after Riddler's death. Yes. Men you can trust. So hard to find. He was with my crew at the police arsenal.
Bane!
The prisoner he was supposed to be guarding got away. And yet he doesn't have a scratch on him.
This is crazy!
I suspect we have a traitor among us. One begins to smell a rat after Riddler's murder and that prisoner getting away. Loyalty is all that we have. But there can be no trust unless I can believe that you are who you say you are, and that you are really willing to do all that you claim. Only one of you walks out of here.
You know me.
The sooner one of you picks up that pipe and bashes the other's head, the sooner we get this over with.
Fine. I'll prove it.
Okay. Oh. War klar, dass Joker wiederkommt, ne? Ja, gnädigste.
You showed him mercy. That was a mistake. Take him somewhere.
Warum war das ein Fehler? Ich hätte ihn jetzt brutal verprügeln können.
The package is moving.
What's going on?
The job we've been getting ready for. It's happening.
Good. I'm ready.
Not so fast, the money bags. You're not in the pact. Not yet. Not till everyone votes. What do you say, boys? Bruce Wayne. In or out?
The aristocrat lacks the backbone to dirty his hands. Out.
There may be more to Wayne than first appeared. You can be trusted. In.
Bruce is strong and smart and handsome, like super handsome. It's nuts, you guys, and... Where was I going with this? Right. I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in. You've earned a ticket to ride, pal. Make sure that EMP shielding is on those APCs. I don't need any surprises. Time to get that package.
Remember, when we work together, no one can stop us. When we work together, the world can be ours! Let's go!
Somebody grab that thing, it's important. Let's go hit him with the hind!
Was ich noch nicht verstehe. Wissen die das nicht, dass wir... Die wissen nicht, dass wir Batman sind? Okay. Ja, krass.
Wayne, we are close. Make your device ready.
Ja.
Will do. EMP primed and ready to go.
Harley.
Yeah, what?
We have almost reached the target vehicle.
What?
No. You are providing our escape.
Waller. On the move with targets. Track this signal. Get your people here. Now.
We've got your signal locked. Cavalry is on the way.
Now we do this.
Das wird jetzt spannend hier.
Wait, what in the...
I gotta say, Bruce, now that we're actually here and it's really happening,
I'm feeling some butterflies in my stomach.
We have an obstruction ahead, both lanes. Armored vehicles. Service weapons at the ready. Do not engage.
Now, Wayne! Do it!
Ja, gut. Blackout.
What was that? What the hell's going on? HQ, do you copy?
My gun, it's fried.
All comms are down.
Move! Carry the torch, Mr. Suit. Stay sharp. Secure the vehicle.
Get down on the ground!
Stay down.
Everybody breathe! Everybody out! Down! Everybody down! Down on the ground! Nobody move!
Gefällt mir gar nicht.
All right, everyone on the ground, now!
Your place is on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Freeze! Open the door! Everyone, stay sharp and keep order. Allow no sudden moves and no talk.
Oh.
Strike it. Go on. Quickly. You're wondering what's in there. Find out for yourself.
Back off, or I'll shoot. No! No! No!
Don't.
Break it off!
We don't have time for this. We're not done here, Wayne.
I would not turn my back on him. I'll leave this cleanup to you, but hurry. Men, seize the cargo.
Get out of here!
Waller, where are you?
Waller here. Let them have it, Wayne.
What are you talking about?
The package. Let them have it. It's not worth my agents' lives.
You can't be serious. You were supposed to be here.
No! That was my ride! Break out the artillery and disable their vehicles!
Damn it!
You can fix this all later. For now, just move it. Waller out.
Scheiße.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will blow your heads off if you make me. Eat concrete! Lights out!
Put out that fire!
On it. I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with their heads.
It's a warrior's death!
Fuck.
Vane!
Be careful not to get in my way. Secure the cargo. Harley! Need to leave now! Fine. Forget you.
You have gotta be...
Batman, komm. Es ist Zeit. Scheiße.
You did well tonight, Wayne. Better than that yammering harpy.
How could we leave her?
Stimmt.
We need to get Harley now!
Ja.
Impossible. She's dead or in jail.
So we break her out!
And if she's dead?
You better hope she's not. We have to help her. She'll be expecting us.
She needs us.
We'll get her back, John. I promise.
Great. Let's go. We have to go now. Right now!
We don't have time to waste on her.
But...
That's enough. Save your breath. We have the cargo. Let's get this over with.
You'll regret this, Bane.
Forget him. We have a job to do. This key is yours, no? Open the box. Be quick. It is sad to see a legend so, but there is no other way. At least now, we finally have everything we need. Riddler will open the path to us, once the thief brings the last piece.
I'll open any path you... for the right price.
Catwoman? And... what the fuck? Ich mein, ja, ja. Catwoman? Was ist mit Harley? Wir müssen Harley retten. Was? Ja, das können wir später machen. Kann ich später machen. Okay. Ja klar, dass Catwoman auf dem Thumbnail ist, wussten wir ja schon. Krass, das, hat mich jetzt ein bisschen baff gemacht, sozusagen. Ne? Was ich aber sage, vorhabe, ich werde für heute erstmal aufhören. Ne? Folge 3 oder Episode 3 wird morgen folgen. Wenn wir Zeit haben, machen wir morgen Folge 4 und Folge 5 fertig. Das bedeutet, morgen werden wir das komplette wahrscheinlich Batman-Spiel beenden von Telltale Games. Wenn ihr gerne dabei sein möchtet. Ne? Wann ich morgen anfange, weiß ich noch nicht. Es kommt auch an, wann ich zu Hause bin. Ne? Ich könnte sagen, ab 15 Uhr bin ich, also 15. Ich weiß es nicht. Kann auch früher sein, kann später sein, ich weiß es nicht. Wir wollen auf jeden Fall das jetzt zu Ende bringen. Die Episode 3, zerbrochene Maske. Ja. Wie gesagt, wenn ihr gerne dabei sein wollt, dann lasst gerne ein Abo da, ne? Und lasst gerne eine Bewertung da. Schreibt gerne einen Kommentar, wie ich mich noch verbessern kann, ob das mit dem Ton so in Ordnung war. Und ja, was mich, wie gesagt, freuen wird, was mich freuen oder was mich stolz macht, ja, oder was, ja, wie gesagt, was mich freut oder freuen würde. Ihr wisst, was ich meine. Lasst gerne ein Abo da, ne? Unterstützt gerne meinen Kanal. Lasst gerne eine Bewertung da und lasst gerne einen Kommentar da. Ja, das Einzige, was ich noch sagen werde, ich bin für erstmal heute raus. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen, ne? Und wir sehen uns dann hoffentlich morgen Mittag wieder zu Batman zu Folge oder Episode 3. Ja, ich werde es dann morgen nochmal entscheiden, ob ich dann ein komplettes Spiel morgen beenden werde. Vielleicht sogar heute noch. Vielleicht heute. Nee, aber ich will heute auf Twitch wieder live gehen. Muss ich mal gucken. Ja. Wie gesagt, wenn ihr mich abonniert, dann bekommt ihr dann Benachrichtigung, wenn ihr die Glocke aktiviert, wann ich online bin oder wann das nächste Video von mir kommt. Halt, ne? Ja, könnt ihr machen, müsst ihr nicht. Wie gesagt, ich bin erstmal raus. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Habt noch einen schönen Tag. Ne? Ja, und ich bedanke mich dafür, fürs Zuschauen. Ne? Ja. Und ja, wenn ihr im Nachhinein das Video schaut oder den Stream, dann sage ich jetzt mal, ich wünsche euch dann noch einen Morgen, Mittag, Abend auch, oder wann auch das Video schaut, den Stream. Ja, und ihr hier Stream gerade, wünsche euch einen schönen Tag noch, bleibt gesund und habt doch gesagt, einen schönen Tag, schlaft schön und ja, bis zum nächsten Stream, der ist am Morgen. Ja, hier auf YouTube mit Batman geht's dann weiter. Bis dahin, macht's gut und ciao, ciao.